Hello, beautiful people. Good morning and a very happy Saturday morning to you. I trust you're well. I trust you're fine. I trust family is good. I trust you're doing well. Business is good. All is good, right? So let me know in the chat how you are, how you're faring, how business is,
Good.
how
All
family
is
is, how everything is basically. So share with me in the chat and I'll be happy to engage with you. So I'm not here alone as usual. I'm here with my colleagues and friends, Amarachi. You see Amarachi with a blues against, her name is against the blue spanner. So do well to say hi to Amarachi and tell her how you're faring, tell her how you're doing, tell her how your morning is going, and basically just everything to just keep us going. So I'm looking at the chat right now. Um, Ju Murugu, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so you said this is a refresher, right? And thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. That means a lot to me. Means a lot to us and the team as well. So thank you so much, Drew. And so say hi to Marachi whenever you come in. And say hi to Lauren is going to be at the back end to help us have a perfect flow, right? And everybody that will be here. Okay, so we are going to be having this very interesting topic. Um, creates your digital marketing strategy, right? So it's going to be a super great time, a very interesting time. So as you're joining us, say something in the chat. Let's see you. Let's hear you. Tell us where you are. Tell us where you're joining us from. Tell us how the weather is there. So I'm speaking to you from Abuja, Nigeria. And my name is Udema Bong Essien. I'm going to be your trainer for this session. So, Carmen, thank you. I hope Cape Town is fine and it's sunny in Cape Town. Oh, wow. So, the weather is a little bit dull here. So, the day is just waking. Yeah, thank you for sharing, Carmen. Thank you, Lizzie, for joining us. And so, let's just have some regular housekeeping. Hit that thumbs up, number one. Number two, hit that subscribe button, number two. And number three, turn on that notification bell so that you'll be joining us like Gio just did, because the system notified him when we are going live again. Then the most important one is hit on that share button and copy that link, invite a friend, invite your colleagues that are supposed to be here, share the link with them, let them come join us here. So we are going to be having a great time, and I hope you have a truckload of questions to ask us. We'll be happy to answer all your questions. So do well to drop your questions as they come, and I hope you have a writing pad, writing material, notepad with you, so that you can be jotting down all the ideas or the tips we're going to be sharing here, so that it will be useful for you to always get back to make references to whenever there is need for that. All right. So thank you so much once again, and say hi to Marachi in the chat, and keep her busy with your questions, with all your engagements. She'll be there in the chat sharing all the links and every information that needs to be shared. So I'm gonna be taking a pause, three pauses, to come to the chat to answer to all your questions or your queries, and I'll be glad and happy to do that. Okay, so I hope to come back to your questions, and I want you to keep me busy in the chat as well, and keep your responses coming, because I'm going to also ask you questions. So it's not going to be only you asking us questions. I'm going to also be asking you questions. So keep us busy in the chats when those questions come to you. Yeah. And at intervals, I want you to take a screenshot and share it on your social media platforms, and tell Google Digital Skills for Africa how valuable the content you're getting from this space is to you and your business. All right. So let's look at our agenda for today. Now, the first step, we are going to starting with an introduction to digital marketing, right? Okay, and then we'll head over to discovering various digital marketing channels, and then we'll head over to the last part where you learn how to build a digital marketing plan. How to build a digital marketing plan. So we're going to be spending a couple of minutes on these three subheads. And then before we get started, this is to bring to your notice that Google is still offering this free bootcamp to small business owners, to big business owners, NGOs that wants to grow and scale. So if you are one of those that own a business and you want to grow and to scale, this is an opportunity for you to take advantage of where you get to learn from this 1 week how to create your business growth plan. Then you learn sales, you learn digital marketing in details, and with some practical sessions, and then you get to learn financing, how to get finances for your business, and then you get to learn how to pitch, and then you get matched with a mentor to walk you through some of the processes maybe you lost out. So this is one fully packed program for you that Google is offering all for free. I wonder how better a brand can be generous. So take advantage of it. All right. The link is going to be shared in the chat, g.co/hustle academy. Okay. So take advantage of it. Sign up if you are yet to, and then you get to be shortlisted to join the next cohorts. All right, so let's go over to the first part of this presentation, introduction to digital marketing. And just like I asked you to ask me questions, I promise to ask you questions as well. So what opportunities might you get from being online? Share with us in the chat what opportunities you might get from being online. Thank you so much, Carmen, for sharing. You said, I'm the founder of the Powerful Virtual PA Training and Network. So basically, I have network of PAs and provide businesses with virtual and personal assistance as well as does the recruitment. Oh, wow. That's super brilliant. That's super brilliant, Carmen. Thank you so much for sharing. And everyone that is here, Lizzie, please don't forget to invite someone to join us. Please do that. Do that for us. So what opportunities might you get from being online? So let's say your business have been thriving offline. You've not been doing your business online. You've been using word of mouth, referrals, and all those other means and to do your business. And then eventually you got on the digital space. Maybe you got on Google, maybe you got on Facebook, or any of those platforms. What opportunities do you think you got? What do you think is the difference between what happened when you were not online and what happened after you got online? So share with us in the chat what opportunities arise from you being online. I'm sure you must have gotten a couple more people to talk to you compared to when it was just people referring one person, two persons. I'm sure you had all of those privileges. So share with us in the chats, and then don't forget to invite someone to join us. Remember to sign up for the Hustler Academy. I'm sure if you click on that link, it's going to take you off the YouTube. So what you do, have the link saved somewhere, right? You can always come back to it so that it won't take you off the call. Okay, so help me keep the chat busy. March is going to be here to engage with you. All right. Okay. So we live in a mobile world, right? It's called a four-screen world. Four-screen because you're either in front of your system, a PC like this, or you're in front of your phone, or you're in front of your tablet. There's always a screen in front of you, right? People have gotten too used ever since the smartphone came. People have gotten too used to being in front of their devices, whether maybe sometimes they're on TikTok, sometimes they're on Facebook, sometimes they're on Instagram, sometimes they're on Google trying to make a search. So we have basically more information than we've ever had, right? So a lot of information is just flying up and down. You can easily get a hold of them by just using your smartphone. So we are more connected to information, knowledge, and people than ever before. People, social media platform, information, Google is always available to give to you a truckload of information as much as you want them. And then we have about 747 million connections in sub-Saharan Africa. That's a lot of number. And then we have about 91% of South Africans who own mobile phones. And then we have 80% of Nigerians and Kenyans own phones as well. And then we also have it that 65% of people in Nigeria have shopped online. And that's a great percentage. So this is Nigeria of about 206 million people. We have 65% of that number, that is 100 million plus, have shopped online. So what is going to happen in the next couple of years with the rates of internet penetration, smartphone penetration in the system? So this is just to draw your attention to the fact that your customer, they are not restricted to those referrals, they're not restricted to the word of mouth. That is good too, but there's a high penetration happening in the online space, and you may need to plug in your business online, right? Okay, so another set of stats, we also have it that 80% of sales come from only 20% of the population for most brands. And we also have it that businesses must find their target audience to stay relevant and to drive sales. That means if you can't find your audience, you won't stay relevant. And that is a simple truth. It's a bitter truth, but it's simple. So it can be very challenging also. And it's more rich than ever before because you need to find that audience. Where do you find these guys? You find them online. Where are they? What devices do they use online? You're using mobile phones, right? So if you are using, we are running ads, we are running campaign, we are running analytics, we are checking your Google Search Console for devices. What you are going to be seeing is the larger percent of people that are actually accessing those platforms are using mobile devices, right? So a lot of people are on their mobile devices doing stuff, doing things. So it's a good place, it's a great opportunity for you to always head over there and head over to the online platform and try to target some more people. All right. So let's say I can reach more people globally. So by being online, you can be found by more potential customers. So if you are not there, people may not necessarily find that you are a business or you are a competition to them. So you need to expand your customer base. People from all over the world can always get to find you online if you are doing your business online because people are always online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 30 days, they are always there. So you need to get to reach your niche audience globally. So being online will also allow customers to find you, find your products, find your services, because people now go to search engines to look for businesses. People go to search engines to look for products, go to search engines to look for services and all of that. So the Google Trends will offer you that opportunity that you can compare the number of Google searches for your products and your services wherever you are in your country, Kenya, Ghana, South Africa, Nigeria, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, wherever you are, you can compare it versus other countries. You can compare two brands, compare your brand and another brand doing the same thing. You can compare your brand in this country and another brand in this country. You can compare your country, your brand in this country and your brand in this country, right? So you can see the number of searches that are happening around your product, around your services, right? So the Google Trend will give you that particular feature, and it's all free. So you just head over to trends.google.com. So you only get access to customers across the globe by being online. You might also get some insights and some useful pieces of information that can help you have informed marketing strategies. So getting the insights too is very, very important after being online, right? So by being online, you get to access and gain access and leverage some analytical tools from various platforms. And with all these tools, you can conduct market research, can conduct customer research, consumer research to keep up with what is happening around your space, keep up with the trends of the market. So with the Google Marketing Platform, you can gain access to various tools, right? You have the likes of the Google Analytics that offers you um, get to find the audience, where they're coming from, who are these guys, where are they coming from, get to find how you acquired them, where did they come from? Did they come from direct search? Did they come from your paid search? Did they come from social media? Did they come from referrals? Did they come from your affiliate sites? Or Google Analytics is going to show you which platforms those guys came from. And you get to also find out their behavior on the platform. What did they do when they're online? Did they spend how long did they spend on your website? What is the session count? Did they actually pay for the services you got them? And you find some other tools, the likes of the YouTube analytics, that are going to give you the retention time. People don't watch your videos for a long time. You find out that the retention time drops if the video is not compelling enough. For instance, if you are running ads, you tend to find out that when you get to find out if you are running video ads specifically, get to find out that when you want to go and check the stats of that video, I tend to find out that the retention time drops sharply from 5 seconds because Google gives everybody 5 seconds to skip. So a lot of people are not always interested in those video ads that show up. So a lot of people always skip it. So you see that retention time drops immediately from 5 seconds, right? And then it gives you every other information, the people that are searching, the gender, age, range, and all those details available for you to also take a look at. And then you have the Firebase. Firebase is like the analytics of apps. They are all Google tools. So while the Google Analytics is for websites, the Google Firebase is for apps. So you build the Firebase onto your apps if you build an app. to be able to know the activities, the acquisition, the behavior, and every other thing that is happening there. And then you have the Google Ads. Google Ads will always give you details of what is happening, to give you that to give you that analytics part of the entire behavior of your ad campaign. People that came in, their age, their sex, their location, and all those raw details. And then you have tools like the Google Data Studio, which is a tool that can bring your data to life. It's a very beautiful tool that can help you to build relatable data reports, visualization with very beautiful features. You can compare it to the likes of Tableau, you can compare it to the likes of Microsoft Power BI, and all those other tools that will help you to get beautiful data analysis and data tools out there. You also have the brand lift surveys, which helps you to get reliable opinion from real people. So by using the analytics platform, you can get to find out information about the people that visited your page, and what gives you that room to help you understand what your customers are doing on that page, and how better you can adapt what they are doing on your page for your overall marketing strategy. All right, so gaining insight with social media analytics is quite important. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they'll offer you some of these analytics tools so you can see the activities that are happening on the back end. You can find out the demographics of the people that your people are, demographics of people that are interacting with your social media accounts, social media platform, based on the content you're sending out. So the insights will help you as a business person to understand what your customers want, right? And then it helps you to, again, overall change your marketing strategy to know what resonates well with the people you are trying to connect with. All right. So a couple of benefits of how you can build your audience profile. So using analytics to provide you with the whole host of insights. So how do you use these insights? You get these insights to be able to know the kind of audience. How are the audience reacting to your message? Are they connecting with you successfully? Do they like your content? So you get to know what kind of content you'll be sending out from then onward. Maybe some people will prefer reading, some people will prefer the videos, right? So you get to know which of the content people interact with the more, and what you can do around your content to get a better information out there. And then you also get to find out a certain who is reaching you. Are the guys reaching you useful to you, or are they not useful to you? Who are those your customers? And how can you profile them? How can you connect with them successfully? Analytics will also help you to build your audience profile as well. And then you also get to have conversion. Are those guys taking actions across those platforms? Are they buying the products? Are they successfully completing the customer path? And then again, you discover the routes that users take to reach your websites. How did they get to find you? You find out which platform they came from. Then how can you boost information on those platforms so that you can draw more attention to yourself? All right. So communicating and supporting your customers is very key. Being online is not just enough. You need to always communicate with your customers quickly. You need to communicate with them easily, because people can always communicate with businesses through online listings, the likes of Google Business Profile, where people can get to drop a review about your brand, about your business, right? And then trip advisors or on social media platforms. So it's important that you communicate with your customers. So communication has added a truckload of benefits to businesses, because you get to know your customers, you get to know their demographics, their age, their sex, and all those other details. You get to find their interests, and you get to know their location, where are they reaching you from, and then you improve that customer service interactive mode, where you get to also share information within yourself, get to learn from your customers what is working for them, what is not working for them, get to understand what makes them to make a purchasing decision and what will not make them to make a purchasing decision as well. And then maybe some of them can give you ideas about the quality of your brand, quality of your product. And those platforms will also help you to develop your brand identity as well, because they tend to find a personality behind that brand, right? And then responding to those reviews are quite very, 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 very important, because if someone just keeps dropping reviews for you, dropping reviews, and you're not responding, they'll feel maybe you don't value them. So it's important you respond to reviews, whether it's a positive review or it's a negative review. You need to respond to each of them, right? So respond publicly, because when you respond publicly, you boost your brand image and you show confidence and that you are defending what you do. Show others that you care about your customers. Show others that you care about your brand. Because people get new customers that get to your page, they want to see how you're behaving with the people that you've had business with before they even start talking to you. A person like me, I look at the reviews first before I look at the cost, right? I look at that. So reviews are powerful. Reviews are like word of mouth, which are very powerful means of marketing. So you need to, in as much as the online platform gives you more people, you need to be ready enough to build capacity to be able to accept those people, respond to their reviews, and make sure that you have a good reputation in front of people that will be coming after them. Very, very key. So we're going to be exploring different channels of marketing shortly, but I'm going to take a first pause to answer to your questions. So if you have a question for me, this is the first of the three pauses I'm going to be taking to answer to your questions. All right. So thank you so much, Karaman, for joining. Thank you, Toyin. Thank you for sharing. Online opportunities include global visibility and a bigger marketing platform. Thank you so much, Toyin. And Lizzie said, an architect and natural local drinks use referral mainly. Go online on now, getting more referrals online. Thank you so much, Lizzie, for sharing. Thank you so much. That's a beautiful thing you're doing. Okay, Kaite and Wana, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And Tini, thank you so much for joining us. I don't want to pronounce the other parts before I cut my tongue. Thank you so much, Cindy, for joining us this morning. Yvonne Fury, thank you. Good. Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, Jube Murugu, thank you again. All right. So I need your questions. If you have questions for me based on what I've been explaining earlier, or if you have questions based on anything you've learned and you would love to ask, feel free, right? March is going to still be there in the chat. And this is just the first of the three courses I'm going to be taking. So I have two more courses to take to answer to all your questions. And remember to hit on that share button and remind a friend to join us, right? Musab, thank you so much for joining us again. And hit on that subscribe button if you are yet to, turn on that notification bell if you are yet to, right? And then hit the thumbs up and click on the share button, invite a friend, right? Take a screenshots and share your social media platforms. Tell Digital Skills for Africa how useful and how valuable the content you're getting from here is to you and your brand. Okay, so while waiting for your questions, I'll just go over to the second part of this presentation, digital marketing channels. So the very digital marketing channels will be the search engine optimization. Search engine optimization, I'm just going to throw a little light on it. And then search engine marketing, while I draw an analogy between the two of them. Search engine optimization is free. Search engine marketing is not free. We'll talk about that shortly, but let me just explain. When you make a search on Google, right, what you get to find out is Google gives you a set of results on that page. Sometimes you find ad on top, sometimes you don't find ads on top. I'll explain that shortly. So if you go down to the bottom of that page, you're going to find page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now you check on top of the page, you find the number of thousands of results that Google had to search for, and that happens in a split of seconds. So the only reason why Google is not showing to you all the websites all at once is just because those other websites on page 2, 3, 4 are not properly optimized to appear on the first page. Now you bear me witness that you rarely go to page 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope I'm correct. You must be desperate enough to click on page 2, 3. Myself, I must be desperate before I go to page 2. Nothing is taking me there. On a normal day, I'm not going there, right? So you need to optimize your website to come to page 1. It's a lot of work and it takes a lot of time. So you may need to apply the Google Business Profile, which is a local SEO. You may need to apply the Google Search Console, which is a technical SEO. And you need to do the on-page SEO, which is using industry-related keywords to what you do on your websites, on your contents, on your social media, having them scattered everywhere, right? Before you eventually get to page 1. And it takes a lot of time, 6 months, 1 year, or even more, right? So getting your website to page 1 is a lot of work. But if you are not patient enough and you have money, You tell Google, okay, Google, I have this amount of money. Take this money, put my website in front, put my website on page one. They will not just put it on page one, you put it at the top of the page. That's why when you make a search, Google brings out a search result for you, and you find out that you have some of them, the ones at the top with ad. You see the ad thing beside it. Ad, ad before you see the search results below them. Below it are the organic search listing, and now the ones on top, right? So that's a typical difference between the search engine optimization and the is free but takes time. Search engine marketing is not free, but it's automatic of what you should know. But, and again, just know that they bring to you websites that have keywords, and they're going to crawl the entire internet to produce all those websites for you. Right? So I hope that was understood. Now, you're using social media networks to gain traffic around your business, and then you have the display marketing as well on your websites, and then your email marketing is basically to communicate with them, and then all these other forms of marketing, because you get to create infographics to attract attention, and you create content for SEO, you create content for your social media, you create content for your display, for your email, and content cuts across all. I'm taking a look at all these channels in depth shortly, but just made. So let's see how I can get started with the search engine marketing. So now, just like I explained, the Google search query, what you find there is going to be keyword that three major components will be the search query, which is a word, across the internet and gives to you a set of results at the paid text, like I explained earlier, the ones that have the art sign beside them. And now you have the organic search listing. These ones are the to you after the paid ones. Remember, before these guys, these other guys that are showing to you at top, it must have paid money the previous day, right? So that is what you find on a typical Google search query page with the search engine optimization. Submit your sitemap after signing up on the Google search of the Google Search Console and share it in the chat. This is the technical parts, right? Either your URL, your entire URL, like W, or you fill in something like Google. Open that up. Google is going to generate a HTML file for you and send it to the developer that built the website, and then they're going to get verified for that website, right? And then what you are going to be web, how your page is actually doing, how you behave, how that website critical alerts on what website is loading too slowly, possibly because of heavy videos or heavy pictures. Maybe the pixel, reduce the pixel to get you more results, and the sitemap, and then you promote, you share new content always, and you help Google in unique, accurate page titles. It comes to the your keywords on your headers, relevant in, so there are things that makes them to crawl a particular keyword. For they'll show what they'll show your of what. So those titles are very important. All to your headers and all your meta descriptions stuff the keyword with is an old trick that Google unique specific places rank better. Optimization would be for you to run proper mean that you have um, industry. If you are in the tourism travels, plans, flight tools that can help you, can make you the Google Keyword Planner tools like the RFs, you can use the everywhere, and Limping Frog is run keyword research, and then the content is high quality. Remember, this is the technical something called backlinking. The more there means is I'm giving you and I backlink your website by adding your from my website and come to you. People website they come to you from my website they come to you. So also I give you a vote of confidence. So when Google finds out that you Google tends to find out that there's some people, then you should have um, maybe case studies on that your website that should drag people to you. Make it search friendly, test it on mobile, test it fast. You can head over to use tools, test my sites. You can test how fast your web suggestions on what you can do, what you can do, think right? And the low indexing and your ranking, it's a very key thing fast enough, right? So you some all right. So now that was a technical SEO, right? So heading over to business.google.com, you can business profile where you can have your business featured on search and in a particular place where you can share business events, you can share your deals, your special coupon for you, and you can always respond to those reviews. You can have people search. So it makes the whole process of marketing and Google search, and then you have also an business attributes like you can have you're working from 8 to 10, you're working from the hours you operate. You have a free website yourself. Also get to have the analytics part that shows to you how people are behaving on your business profile, your office, all of those details of the Google business profile. You have a marketing toolkit here with google.com, and then you're going to find you're going
Hi,
the one you use to set up
sorry.
business
Hi,
com, and
Udime.
then you're going to
Hi, Udime. Sorry to cut you off.
the one you use to set up business
Hi, Udime. Sorry to cut you off. Your
com.
network is breaking.
Are you serious? Okay. So I never even realized that part. So let me just Okay. So, sorry guys, and so please let me know if it's better now, so that I can just move on. Because you have to how about now? Okay, so I'm not quite sure what happened, but thank you guys. Sorry, these things happen. You can hear me clearly and you can see me clearly. Okay. How does is this source? I'm sure it should be good. Please confirm. Okay. Bentley, let me know if I'm being thrown off so that from my end. But it actually looks good. Yeah, it looks good from my end, right? Quite sure what is actually making it to behave like that. Still breaking. Oh wow. Um. Okay. So that we just see how we can catch up, please. I'm so sorry about the whole trouble. It's with google.com. You are going to type in your email. Sorry, set up on the Google business profile, and then you are going to. Uh, okay, so just give me a second. This.
Hi everyone. So I'm so sorry about the technical hitch that's happening right now. Let's give him a few minutes as he sorts himself out. Yes. So let's be a bit patient. I know we have some bit of issues with, internet sometimes it's on and off, right? So it's just restarting and coming back. And what we were looking at is, just give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see if I can share my screen with you. The free marketing kit. So you can use the free marketing kit to, if you want to create social posts, if you want to create your own flyers, you can go to freemarketingkit.withgoogle.com, and that can help you with, creating your own social posts. Okay. So just give me a second as I try to, we were looking at the digital marketing strategy. So sorry about the technical hitch. Uh, so as we wait for the trainer to get back, sorry. Just kindly hold on for a few seconds. I'm trying to share my screen with you as well. As Udemy, the trainer sorts his internet out. Okay. Udemy, are you back? Are you okay now?
Yes, yes, I am.
Yeah, maybe you can say a few, one or two sentences so you can see if it's a bit clear.
So if I'm clear enough to you, my audio is good, my video is good, and I'm
Yeah.
not shaking it in the chats if I'm good, so that I can move on. So sorry about these things happen, right? Hey guys, do I look good? Yep. Quite sure what's happening. Please let me know if I look good on the charts. Can you see me clearly? And can you hear my voice? No? So sorry about the technical hitches since this rarely happens. All right, so we're speaking Google.com. So I'm sure I'm actually think it's Google.com. Type in that's your business name, the one that, and it's going to generate to you some very beautiful to promote your business on social media and all of that. And then you can always customize all the use people's reviews on your profile also. To people that you like them dropping reviews for you by posting a couple of differences between the search engine marketing. So explaining. So search engine optimization is free, but the process takes a lot of time, right? Then you optimize with keywords. That is for the search engine optimization. But the search engine marketing, you pay for your listings to appear on the and then you can get on the first page immediately, just almost immediately, as long as somebody's searching for a particular keyword that you used. Your website with that AD sign and it's showing at the top. You may not have all um, the search engine. All right. So let's say I can get started with the search. Get to the Google Ads, and then you log on to the Google Ads. Select, create a new campaign.
Udemy,
Is this still breaking?
is it still breaking? I don't know why my video is flicking as well. So just let me know if you can see me. I'm trying to present my screen. Okay. Invite, share screen. Okay. So if you can see me, please let me know that I'm audible enough and my video is clear. We can proceed with the session from here. Just let me know if my screen is clear. We can proceed with the session from here. Awesome. Thank you so much, Carmen. All right. So we were looking at, sorry, where were we? We were looking at the difference between search engine optimization and search engine marketing, right? So search engine optimization is normally free. You don't pay for it. All you have to do is to optimize your website, optimize keywords on your website. And then with search engine marketing, it takes a lot of time to rank on the search engine, all right? So it takes a bit of time for you to move your ranking in the search engine. And then with search engine marketing, obviously you have to pay for it because you're running paid ads on your website. You're running Google ads, and then you have to bid on keywords. So that means you also have to do a lot of keyword research, find out the search terms that people are using, the search queries that people are using, and then bid on them. And then with search engine marketing, you have the opportunity to appear straight away on the first page because you're paying for it. Okay. So getting started with search engine marketing, obviously with Google Ads, you need to have a Google Ads account. So you need to create your own Google Ads account, log into Google Ads, select search, and then campaign type, right? So there's a tab for campaign. So you click on that and then you select search ads. So when you're creating your new campaign, you also need to understand what is your goal. What do you intend to achieve by that? Do you want to make sales? Do you want awareness? Do you want people to come to your website? What do you want? Do you want traffic? So you need to understand your campaign goal. This also goes to who your audience is. Who are your audience? All right. Who are you targeting? What is the area in which you're targeting? What is the copy for your ad? What do you want people to see when your ad appears on their search engine results page? All right. So basically, this takes us to the next step of picking the right keywords. So you need to align your keywords with business goals. And I had Udemy talk about, when you're looking for keywords, you can use Google Trends, you can use Google Ads Keyword Planner, you can also use Google Search to do a lot of research on your keywords. All right. Then manage your match types. Obviously, you can refine your negative words. So if maybe you're a college and you have a variety of courses coming up, right? You have an intake that's coming up. Maybe you have the January intake coming up. So probably just for the marketing course. So assuming you're also offering business administration courses or things like that. But for the January intake, it's only the marketing course. So you can have negative keywords as business administration course as the negative keyword. So when people search for business administration course, as much as you're offering it, you don't have it for the January intake. All right. So that's how you refine your negative keywords. And you need to have a compelling ad, obviously focus on user benefits, because at the end of the day, you're trying to position your business as a solution to their problem. So what are their user benefits? and then copy that appeals across devices. You need to use copy that's appealing, what will make people click on that ad. All right. And then focus your headlines, imagery, obviously. So it needs to be very capturing, right? It needs to be captivating, it needs to be appealing. And you can have extensions. So extensions could be the specific pages on your website that you want people to go to. It could be your contact us page. It could be the specific, we were talking about the marketing course. It could be the specific page on your website that talks about the marketing course. So you can have that as an extension on your website. Do you understand? So that's how you get started with search engine marketing. That's how you get started with search engine marketing. And then we'll now move on to obviously marketing tips. I've mentioned this once or twice when I was talking about getting started with search engine marketing. You need to optimize your keyword list. So do a lot of research on keywords. You understand? Because with search engine marketing, as much as you're paying to improve your ranking in the search engine, if your keywords, if you're not using the right keywords, then you don't, your chances of winning the bid, because you also have other people who are bidding, so your chances of winning the bid obviously reduces, right? So you need to optimize your keywords. I've talked about extensions. Which pages would you like people to go to on your website when they click on the ad? Okay. And then obviously connect your website to your analytics account, because at the end of the day, you want to measure the performance of your ad. You want to see whether it's working out for you or it's not working out for you. How many people came to your website from the ad, right? What did they do on your website, right? So it also helps with managing the bounce rate on your website. So the bounce rate is when people come to your website and they leave without taking the intended action that you want them to take. So you also want to reduce that. So you connect your website with your analytics account to be able to know these are the people who came to my website. What did they do on my website? Where did they come from on my website? If I'm working with referral websites, is it working out for me? Is it not working out for me? So it helps you with tweaking your marketing strategy. All right. And then growing your business on social media. So you can use social media to generate more sales, obviously. So you can do a lot of social selling. You can also add value to your brand if it is on, basically with social media, you can do a lot of, you can help your brand with brand reputation, right? So you can add value to your brand with how you're positioning yourself, the kind of content that you're sharing, how you're interacting with your customers. You can be known as, this brand is very good with customer care support. So people reach out to you on social media. Your turnaround time with responses is very fast. So that's also, an additional value to your brand. And then you get to improve your marketing. When you're looking at your statistics, your analytics, you get to know what you can do better. If you have people interacting with video posts more than static posts, then obviously you start sharing video posts more. If you have people interacting with posts shared in the evening more than posts shared in the morning, then you'll understand that I don't need to be sharing posts in the morning if I'm not getting traction on them. I can just be sharing posts in the evening, because my audience is usually um, online in the evening. So you also get a lot of audience insights on the types of their interests, pain points, demographics, psychographics. So it basically helps you with improving your marketing. If you're looking at the difference between organic and paid social media, so this takes us back to, it's more or less the same as SEO and SEM, but basically on the online space. So organic social media obviously is free. It's the basic social media management that we have, right? The postings that we do. You're not paying for views, you're not paying for clicks, you're not paying for people to comment on your post. But the difference and then with paid, obviously, you pay for people to view your post, you pay for actions, you pay for clicks. Okay. And then with organic social media, you're only able to reach people who follow your page and their friends, if at all they decide to reshare posts, right? But with paid social media, you can reach anyone so long as they showed the digital footprints show that they have maybe an interest in your business or your product or service. So assuming I made a search for an iPhone 12 maybe last month, right? And then I left it at that. And then Ju decides, you know what, I'm going to start selling iPhones. And then she runs an ad on Facebook on the new iPhone 12 that she's brought. So since my digital footprints show that I already showed interest prior, the ad will highly likely appear on my page. So I don't necessarily have to know Ju's business or what she's dealing with, but the fact that I previously showed interest, it will appear to me. So that's how paid social media works. And then getting started, obviously, it's the same thing with search engine marketing. You need to understand who your target audience is. What are their demographics? What are their age? What is their gender? Where are they located? Because if maybe you're in Nairobi and you want to expand your market to Mombasa, so you need to know, does Mombasa have the market for me? All right. And then there's also profession. What are they doing? Are they casual laborers? Are they corporate people? Their interest, their behaviors on the online space, their interest, but most importantly, their pain points. You need to understand their challenges so that you know how to position your business, you know how to position your business as a solution to that challenge. And then when you're looking at your audience insights, obviously you get to understand the kind of platforms that they interact with the most. So maybe if they're in Facebook or Instagram, then you'd know that, you know what, I need to focus my efforts on either Facebook and Instagram. So less effort on Twitter or LinkedIn because I'm not getting conversions from there. So, from understanding your audience is when you know the kind of social media channels that you can use. There are different social media channels. So, you need to do a lot of research on where your market is located and which platforms your audience basically use. And then do a lot of posts. You need to be consistent and engaging, right? So, you need to do a lot of visual posts. People are very visual and people like storytelling. Storytelling actually is the future of marketing at the moment. So you need to do a lot of storytelling. But if you're doing videos, don't do like 30-minute videos, 10-minute videos. Nobody has time to look at such long videos, right? Just 1.5 minutes, that's fine. Because when you're doing especially when you're doing social media marketing, you sometimes pay for views up to maybe the 10th second, the 15th second, the 5th second, or the 30th second. All right. So it also depends. Do short videos straight to the point. And then you can do blog articles. You can be a thought leader, be sharing industry news. You can do infographics. And once in a while, you can decide on live broadcasts. So obviously, the same with search engine marketing, you need to understand your goal. Where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve? Right? And then who your audience is. Consistency is key. If I go to your page right now and I see that you posted maybe the last beginning of 2019 or end of 2019, I'll be wondering, did this business go under during COVID? Is it still working? So you need to be very, very consistent and regular. Okay. So under content marketing, there's videos. You can decide to do videos. You can decide to do blogs. You can decide to be writing blogs, come up with new industry trends. If you have a new product or you're launching something new, you can talk about this in your blog. You can talk about previous events or upcoming events. You can also do case studies, look at previous businesses in your industry, how well it worked for them, what did they do, I mean, what better thing did they do. So you can also do that and offer guides. So sometimes I'm so much into marketing, so I go to LinkedIn and I see most of these marketing influencers. They talk about guides or pro tips in content development. So most of the time when I go to LinkedIn, I go to their pages to learn a lot. I mean, to learn things. So there's social media today. There's a page called Social Media Today, the social media week. So you just go to those pages to learn. So you're known as, this person normally shares industry information on this and this. So most people come to your page to learn. So you can also decide on that. Obviously, getting started with customer marketing, the denominator here, the common denominator is understanding your audience, right? So when you need to understand your persona, I mean, when you're building your buyer persona, so who the demographics, right? Their job position, their industry, their interest, needs, their challenges. It helps you in determining the kind of content to share. All right. So you can also create different persona profiles. You can have your first persona profile, maybe it's a male person. So these are quote in quote, you're guessing about your audience, but through research, right? So you're coming up with customer profiles. You can have two or three. So it basically helps you in guiding you how to position your business and understanding their challenges. All right. So you also need to do a lot of mapping their user journeys. So understand their user journeys from, inception, from awareness to interest to evaluation. Where are they getting stuck? What can I do better to ensure that they convert with me? That is, I think we've all gone through the what is it called? The customer journey funnel. So you understand the 5 steps: awareness, interest, evaluation, engagement, and conversion. So you understand their journey, know where they're stuck, and know how you can help to propel them down the funnel. Okay. And then use content to generate business. Share a lot of content, distribute content to the right channels, target the correct audience. When you're sharing your content, you need to include your call to action. What do you want people to do when they visit that post? All right. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to call you? Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to visit your store? Do you want them to message you? What do you want them to do? Because that is the action that you're looking for. And obviously, with the tips, I say the common denominator is understanding your audience. All right. So when you understand your audience, you'll know what content they prefer. So you'll know what content to share. And I said storytelling is the future of marketing. All right. So use a lot of storytelling, and you can also be visual about it because people are also visual. Obviously, distribute your content. I've said to the correct channels because we've looked at the channels that your clients mostly use. So you distribute your content across the channels. Obviously, measure if it's working out for you, if you're getting the right traction as you would want. So getting started with email marketing. With email marketing, you can connect and you can link an email marketing app with your website. So it also helps with that. And then you can have because most of us ask ourselves, how can I get email contacts? How do I get email contacts of my clients? So you can have an inquiry form on your website. So when people visit your website, they're able to fill that. And then obviously on the back end, you're collecting the emails. So you have an email marketing app. There was MailChimp. It's free if you'd like to move to use MailChimp. And with MailChimp, you're able to send like 80 emails in a day. There's also advanced campaign. There's SendGrid. If you have the resources to pay for a more advanced, email marketing platform. And the best thing with email marketing, you need to create personalized content. All right. So you need to personalize your content. Beryl, dear Beryl, all right, not dear Sir or Madam. So personalize your content. People like to feel important. And then collect feedback, obviously. You need to collect feedback whether it's working out for you or not. And you need to measure your open and click rate. Are people opening your emails? Are they not opening your emails? So if they're not opening your emails, what can you do better? All right. So that's on email marketing. I think I've covered this. I've talked about the free platforms, more advanced platforms if you would like, building your list of contents. But most importantly, when you're coming up with building your list of contents, you need to segment them according to their interest. All right. So maybe a customer, maybe you're a business that deals with a wide variety of products. So you need to segment them according to their interest. And email marketing works very well with remarketing. So if you want to get return customers, it works well with remarketing. All right. So that you're not sending out cold emails. Okay. Cold emails is when you're sending out emails to people who have not interacted with your business before. But before you get started with email marketing, when you're testing a platform, you need to understand, you need to test it. So you can test an email out maybe to 2 or 3 of your colleagues and then look at it from the different devices, how it appears on the phone, how it appears on your laptop, how it appears on a tablet. You don't want distorted emails going out to your potential clients. It's not very neat. All right. I've talked about segmenting, sharing relevant content. Obviously, you need to do a lot of research on the kind of content your audience interacts with, keeping it simple. Don't do a lot of words. People don't have time. It's short and sweet, straight to the point. I've talked about testing it and then measuring your open and click rate. So I'm going back for questions now. If there are any questions that I have missed, thanks to Udemy, I will look into this post. Yes. Yeah, Udemy is also in the chat section. Thank you so much, Udemy. I understand about the internet. It happens. So it's also okay. And I think the best thing with team members is you're able to step in for one another. So please remember to fill in the attendance form that's been shared in the chat section. Please fill in the attendance form with the correct name as you would want it to appear on your certificate. All right. So building a digital marketing plan. Building a digital marketing plan. So this is the next thing that we're going to look at. There's 6 steps when you're building a digital marketing plan. I understand time has gone, but of course, with the network issues, just give us a bit of time as we try to cover this. So when you're trying to build your digital marketing plan, there are 6 steps. So you need to look at your business goals, budget and resources, audience, channels, and then planning your activity and set smart KPIs. And you're going to look at each of these in detail in the next part. So there's an example. There's Mondi, who is a hairdresser. Mondi's business goals are she wants to get new customers and return customers and get more people to know about her business. So those are the business goals and objectives. Do you understand? So as a business, you need to understand what is my business goal, and then I'm going to my online space. I need to tweak these business goals to online objectives. All right. So business goals. If I want to make more people aware of my existence, my online objective relating to this would be to increase reach and awareness. If I want to sell more products, and I have a website, I can decide on website sales. If I want to be found by more people, if I'm on the online space, it basically means getting more social media likes and followers. All right. And then if I need more returning customers, I can decide on increasing traffic to my website. So these are just examples on how you can tweak your business goals to online objectives. Okay. So just give me a second. Just give me a second to share my screen. Okay, sorry about that. So your business goals and objectives. We looked at how you can relate your online objectives to your business goals, right? So some of the examples of online objectives could be increasing traffic to your website. I've talked about this. Increasing online sales. You want more people to like your page. You want more people to follow you. You want to increase your reach and awareness. That is the first step. You've understood your goals and objectives. So do you have the budget for remember the 6 channels of social media marketing we looked at? Social media marketing, search engine marketing, content marketing, display marketing, email marketing, and there's something I'm missing, search engine optimization, right? So do you have the budget and resource for either? All right. So we go back to Mondi. Mondi once got the business goal ready, but Mondi does not have the resource. I mean, doesn't have the resources for a website. It's too much of an investment because she's only looking at getting a professional website developer to do the website for her. So Mondi decides, I don't have the budget for that. So, and most of my clients are on Facebook. So you know what? Signing up for a Facebook account is free. I can just decide to get started with Facebook at the moment. So that is the current thought of Mondi. Of course, there are other options she can look at, but she doesn't know that at the moment. So on your audience, um remember, this is the common denominator for all the channels, understanding your audience. So Mondi knows her most valuable customers are females above the age of 30. They work part-time, they have children, and they mostly use Facebook as their platform. All right. So looking at the different marketing channels, remember the business goals that we came up with. So we need to look at how you can implement these business goals on the different marketing channels. So if you want to increase your online reach and awareness, you can use display marketing, social media, and content marketing. So remember, we said display marketing is basically running ads across, running ads in different websites across the internet, and it's mostly for awareness. All right. So you basically want people to know about your business. So assuming you've gone to these betting sites or to these different blog sites, you can see that there are ads that appear on them. Some appear as banners, some are pop-up ads. So they appear, but they're not related to that website, right? It's for another organization. So just those are the display ads. When you're running ads on different websites across the internet. All right. So with social media marketing, you can also help you increase your awareness. The same with content marketing. I gave examples with how I normally go to LinkedIn to look at the different people who talk about, marketing. All right. So um, it basically, so with content marketing, it helps with the awareness. If you want to increase website sales or increase traffic to your website, you can see here that there are three channels you can use that's related to your website. So the search engine marketing, obviously, because you're running paid ads on the search engine. The search engine optimization, so you're optimizing your website to increase your ranking in the search engine. And I don't want to say the higher you go, the cooler it becomes, but the higher you go, the highly likely you have people clicking on your website. And then there's also email marketing. If you want to increase customer loyalty, be known for, this organization is very good with their customer support on either social media or whatever. So you can use social media, email marketing, and content marketing. So that's how you relate the different channels with your objectives. Okay. And then choosing your channel based on target audience and goals, right? So you need to understand how you can reach your target. Inbound marketing is targeted marketing, basically. So when you're running inbound marketing, you already understand your target audience, you know where to find them, you know their challenges, you know their interests. So it's basically targeted. All right. And then outbound marketing is basically pushes messages out to potential customers. So outbound marketing could be like, billboards. Yes, could be, you could decide on e-billboards. Nowadays we have those moving trucks with the electronic moving trucks, electronic billboards. Yes, the trucks that move with the electronic billboards. So that's also part of outbound marketing. All right. Inbound marketing could be now paid ads, when you're running Google ads, social media marketing. It's very, very targeted. You know the niche that you want to cut across. All right. And then we're getting to planning your activity. So this takes us back to Mondi's case. Mondi knows her clients work part-time, have kids, are 30-year-olds. So obviously, when he's making posts, he needs to understand that the language that he uses is not the same language he would use on an 18-year-old, right? Because we all communicate differently. So, and Mondi does not have the resource for a website. So she'll get started obviously with Facebook. But there's one thing that Moni doesn't know. Moni doesn't have a Google business profile, which is free to create. And the link to setting up your own Google business profile will be shared in the chat section. So make sure you click on it to get started with setting up your Google business profile. So when you're setting up your Google business profile, you get a free website. There's an option for creating your own website. There are ready templates. All you have to do is input information about your business, and then obviously you'll need to pay for a domain, which is around $4. But besides that, there's the template. You can customize it with your brand colors. You can customize it with your brand theme. All right. So Mondi decides on local SEO, which is basically the Google business profile, and they get a free website alongside it. So this increases their chance of brand visibility. And then because their clients are mostly on Facebook, she created her own Facebook page, encourage her customers to drop reviews either on her social media, on the Google business profile. So the more your clients drop reviews on your Google business profile, the more your rating increases. All right. So you also need to encourage your clients to drop reviews. And then if especially we say the best thing with digital marketing is it's low cost. So it's according, if you want to do paid ads, if you want to do social media marketing, it's according to your budget. All right. How much do you have? So you can also decide on Facebook advertising. All right. So when you're setting smart KPIs, remember it's very important to set goals that you're able to measure. So this takes us back to our previous, you remember the online objectives that we related with our business goals. All right. So we need to turn these online objectives into smart KPIs. Smart meaning they need to be specific and simple. They need to be measurable. Am I able to measure the progress of this objective after the first month, after the second month, after the third month? They need to be attainable. They need to be achievable. I'm looking at the market right now. I'm looking at my audience. I'm looking at their purchasing power. If I set this goal, does it make sense for my business? Then they need to be relevant, right? Realistic. It needs to be realistic according to the resources that you have. And then obviously they need to be time bound. They need to be time bound. So what is listed on the screen is just an example of smart KPIs. Could be to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. So you can see this example. Within the first month, if I make 5% of sales, I'll know this was my standing of sales at the beginning of the month. At the end of the month, I've made 5% increase. So I need 15% more to be able to, I need 15% more to be able to achieve this goal of 3 months, right? So what do I need to do better? What can I do better to increase my sales in the next 2 months? So that's how smart KPIs work. It helps you to know the track of the efforts you're putting in and the outcome of it all, right? So this is basically a summary of the digital marketing plan for Mondi. She got her business goal. She understood her audience. On the channel, local SEO, that was the Google business profile. So if you want to get into the technical bit of SEO, there's the Google Search Console, and I think this was talked about in the previous session. And then an activity, so building a website, boosting their visibility on profile. Remember, they got a free website with the Google Business Profile, and then Facebook ads. And then we understand that Mondi changed her business goal to online objectives when she got to the online space, and then curated this further to smart objectives to be able to measure her efforts vis-a-vis the output. So that's what happens with creating your own digital marketing plan. So, any questions up to that point? Do I have any questions? Thank you, Deme. Deme is doing a good job, and Amarachi as well in the chat section interacting with you. Carmen, I created my profile on Google, my business, as per the session of last week, and was verified as well. When I went to Google My Business profile marketing, it says that I don't have a profile. Who can I contact when I have a profile after this session is over and I have a problem? So there's that. You can go to support.google.com, and then you can also reach out to us. Please, could you please drop I think the verification form. If you have your details from there, then we should also be able to help you with that. Okay, Carmen? All right, but you can go to support.google.com also. All right. So for the last part of our session today, wait, do I have any questions before I move on? If there are no questions, you can also indicate no questions so that I know we are all on the same page. If there are no questions, please also indicate no questions so that I know we are all on the same page. Any questions? Do I have any questions? Do I have any questions? Do I have any questions? No questions. Thank you, Eka. Thank you, Carmen. All right. So I guess we'll move on to the last part of our session now, harnessing the power of digital marketing. Wait, I think that was covered before. All right. I think that's it for today's session. I thought there was something else I was missing. I guess I got it all covered. So remember to sign up for the Google Hustle Academy. This is the link, please. Ju, I know you attended the Google Hustle Academy. Should be last month or something. I remember you attended the Google Hustle Academy. If I'm not wrong, Ju, just let me know. I think you attended the Google Hustle Academy. So you can also you can share with you her experience on the Hustle Academy. So it's very intense. There are a lot of things you get to learn. How do you pitch your business? How do you, how do you look at the different funding options available for your business? If you want to get started with digital marketing and content marketing, what do you have to do? All right. And then there's that. And then please, if you want to learn solely, so you feel like I still need to learn one or two things, you can go to learndigital.google.com. Amarachi has posted the link as well. Please click on it and self-learn, and you also get certificates. While at it, you can follow us on our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google Digital Skills for Africa, and then Google Digital Skills for Africa on both platforms, and Impact Her as well. All right. So that's it for today's session. I'm really, really sorry about the technical hitches, but I'm really hoping that you enjoyed the session and you found the session insightful. All right. So sorry about the technical hitches, but thank you for staying in the session. Thank you for staying in the session and then ensuring that we've completed the session successfully. So thank you so much. Enjoy your afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.